What is up, guys? This is Rick's Wrestling Review, back with another video today for my Wrestlemania predictions. With that said, let's get into the first match, the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. This match is gonna probably be nothing just like it has every other year that they've had it, but I think that you could use this match to further the feud with Bray Wyatt and Matt Hardy if that's the route you want to continue going with. And if that's what they do, then I think one of those two will win the match. And I would probably say that Matt Hardy gets the win here. The next match is the first ever women's battle royal, Memorial Battle Royal, I should say. And even though it's the first ever, I don't expect them to get too crazy here, like having maybe, Ember Moon called up and winning. That would be pretty cool for me as an Ember Moon fan. But I would say that Bayley takes the win here and is the first ever Memorial Women's Battle Royal winner. Next up, we've got Cedric Alexander versus Mustafa Ali for the Cruiserweight Championship. I think that this match is going to be really good, even if it is on the pre-show. And it's going to be a really tough one to pick because WWE has been up and down with the way they use Cedric. And I could also see them just wanting to go with Mustafa here. But I think Cedric pulls this one out in a back-and-forth thriller on the pre-show. Next is Alexa Bliss versus Nia Jax, which I don't even think should be on the main card, but I think that it will crack it. And it's probably going to be the worst match of the night, but I think Nia Jax takes the belt here, and hopefully they don't give them too long, and you can use some of this time that you save with this match for the bigger matches like AJ Shinsuke, Taker Cena, and Reigns Brock. Next up is the Raw Tag Team Championship match with Sheamus and Cesaro versus Braun and a mystery partner. If I was booking this, I would have not had Braun here. I would have had Braun in the main event with Brock Lesnar instead of Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar. But since this is what we've got, I think that Braun and his mystery partner will end up winning the Raw Tag titles here. And I think the mystery partner could be one of many men here. I think you could do Elias. You could do Bray Wyatt if you don't want to use him in the Battle Royal. You could do Dean Ambrose if Dean is healthy. You could do Samoa Joe if Samoa Joe's healthy. Of the names I threw out there, the one I would like to see the most is Samoa Joe. I think that, that would be a dominant tag team. But I think the most realistic one is Elias. I'm not sure who's going to end up being the tag team partner, but whoever it is, I say Braun and mystery partner are your new Raw Tag Team Champions walking out of WrestleMania. The next match is the Fatal 4-Way for the United States Championship between Bobby Roode, Randy Orton, Jinder Mahal, and Rusev. And via process of elimination in my head, I'm down to two people for this match. I know that Randy Orton could end up winning, but I don't think he does here. And I don't think Bobby Roode wins. So that leaves Jinder Mahal and Rusev. Rusev, if it's true, recently asked for his release, and that's why he got added to this match. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what I've heard via friends and rumor sites and whatnot. So if that's true, I think that if they added him here to keep him happy, then they're going to let him win to keep him happy. And we see Rusev as the United States champion after WrestleMania. Next up, we've got the Usos versus the Bludgeon Brothers versus Xavier Woods, Kofi Kingston, and Big E Langston. If the rumors are true about this match, it's going to be a TLC match, which would lead you to believe that a high flyer team would win versus a big man team. And the only high flyer teams are obviously the Usos and the New Day, depending on which variation they go with. And the more I thought about this match, the more I believe that the New Day will not win. And it's down to the Usos and the Bludgeon Brothers. And I've went back and forth debating who would win this one. I could definitely see the Bludgeon Brothers being booked as dominant as possible, tearing through SmackDown's tag team division and becoming SmackDown Live Tag Team Champions. But with the run the Usos have had, proving that they are the best tag team in WWE, whether heel or face, I think that you need to reward the Usos here. That's why I'm predicting Usos are still the tag team champions headed out of WrestleMania. This is the first match that I'm not actually going to be using my brain to pick a winner here. I'm going to be using my gut. I've had a gut feeling with the way this has been built and everything else that Finn Balor is going to be the Intercontinental Champion leaving WrestleMania. I've felt that for about 2 months now. So I'm just going to go with it, and that's my prediction here. Finn Balor wins the Intercontinental title at WrestleMania. Daniel Bryan will be stepping back into a WWE ring as a competitor for the first time in, I think, 2 years, and I couldn't be more happier. Even as someone who is not as big on Daniel Bryan as a lot of people, I think that he will be cheered louder than anyone else on the show tonight. Even though I do see Owens and Zayn taking the win here and returning back to SmackDown Live. I don't know how it happens. Maybe they try and turn Daniel heel. Maybe they try and turn Shane heel. Maybe Owens and Zayn just pull some dirty tactics and win the match. But some way, somehow, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens win this match and return to SmackDown Live. Ronda Rousey is now officially a WWE superstar, and we are going to see her first match right here at WrestleMania when she teams with Kurt Angle to take on Stephanie McMahon and Triple H. I think this match will be decent, and I think it's clearly obvious that Rousey is going to make Stephanie McMahon tap out to win. Next up, we've got what, in my opinion, is going to be the second best match of the night. The undefeated Asuka versus the most pushed women's wrestler of the past 3 years, Charlotte Flair. This one should be very, very entertaining. And what kind of prediction video doesn't involve some risk taking, right? So that's what I'm going to be doing here, taking a risk and predicting that Asuka will no longer be undefeated after WrestleMania, and that Charlotte Flair will still be your women's champion on SmackDown Live. Next up, we've got John Cena versus The Undertaker, and I'm still curious to see how they do this. Obviously, we know this match is going to happen, and I'm curious to see what they do with it. I'm curious to see how The Undertaker comes out. Is he coming out as The Undertaker or the American Badass? I think he comes out, the Hall of Fame, when they're doing the Hall of Fame stuff where they're all on the stage, I think Kid Rock going to start singing. Kid Rock's going to sing The Undertaker's old theme. And Undertaker's going to ride down on the Harley, where he stares down with John Cena, who is in the crowd in the front row. And that's where you have Cena versus Undertaker right there. Now, when the match starts going, I have a very tough decision to make here on who's going to win that match. But I think that John Cena will beat The Undertaker right here at WrestleMania. Next up, we've got the match of the night, AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the WWE Championship. This is going to be one of the greatest matches that we're going to see all weekend. I don't know if it can top some of the stuff we saw last night at NXT TakeOver, but I think it's going to be a very, very good match. Back and forth the whole way. I think that in the end, though, we're finally going to get to see Nakamura as WWE Champion after he beats AJ Styles. Finally, we have the rumored main event of WrestleMania. Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. The Beast versus the Big Dog. I'm not a fan of either one of these guys, really. But I do think this match is going to be better than a lot of people are giving it credit for. They put on a decent match at the last time they faced at WrestleMania until Rollins came out and cashed in and stole the show. But I think this is the easiest one to predict as well. I think Lesnar's going to the UFC and Reigns is standing tall at the end of the night. Whether that is to a roar of cheers or a roar of boos will be to see. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more.